Hey guys, Ray from LoveyRV.com here. Just watching what's going on out in the estuary today. So today I'd like to discuss waste tank treatments. I get a lot of questions about what I use, so I've decided to let you know what my favorites are. I've probably been RVing for a couple decades now. We had a camper van back in the old days. There wasn't too much to choose from as far as the treatments went, and I usually went with that nasty blue stuff. I think it was Thetford or something. You know, the stuff that if you spill it anywhere it's going to make a huge blue stain. And it stunk a lot, and it was kind of like on the warning on the label would say, you know, if you get it on your hands it could burn. Nasty stuff full of formaldehyde. So anyway, I've sort of avoided that over the years now. Ever since I've been full-time and in the RV, when we're on full hookups, a lot of times I just use a lot of water. If you just use a lot of water, usually you have no problems at all. You get a nice flush out of it and everything. But also what I do is use this Borax, pretty inexpensive. I think this box is a little over $5 Canadian. And some Dawn dishwashing liquid, and sometimes if I can find it, that Calgon water softener. I just use like a quarter cup of, you know, the Borax, a little bit of dishwashing liquid, and every few tanks that would be fine. It would keep our tanks clean, and I wouldn't get any problems. I've never really had any problems with clogs or anything. But once I started boondocking a lot, I started asking folks, you know, what do you use? Because when you're boondocking, you're trying to conserve water. So you really start to get a lot of concentrated wastes, and especially in the black tanks. So a lot of people recommended this product called Happy Campers. And I switched to that and was extremely happy with it. One of the big features for it for me was it's basically just a white powder that you pour in. You take a tiny little cup like this. A little cup like that does 40 gallons of black tank. And it has no smell, or virtually no smell, because I just hate those perfumes. You know, sometimes you get ones that are orange citrus, or they smell like lavender or something, and they're worse than, you know, the crap they're trying to cover up. But this stuff doesn't smell at all, and it really does a great job at odor control. We used it for a few seasons of boondocking. So, you know, every time I'd go out there, I'd put one of these in when I'm boondocking, especially in hot weather. When I was on full hookups, I would go back to just plain water, and then maybe every couple tanks I'd throw one of these in, and we'd have no problems at all. This year I did try out this other product. It was recommended by a few friends, called TankTechsRX. And you may have seen a video back Christmas time. I had ordered this off Amazon to give it a try. And I gave it 3 months boondocking. Did okay, but my wife's sensitive nose gave it the thumbs down. There was a few times that it didn't combat the odor very well, especially compared. She said, I want to go back to Happy Campers. And she's got the nose to know. Another thing I didn't like about this, when I was reading it and looking online, they wanted you to leave part of your tank, you know, up to a quarter of a tank, like don't empty it completely. And when you're boondocking, you want as much capacity as you can. You don't want to be leaving a bunch of extra, because this thing has a live culture, a probiotic culture in it, and they want you to leave some stuff in the bottom of the tank to keep it going, keep that live culture going. Anyway, I've gone back to my favorite, Happy Campers. This I might use if I put the RV in storage. I think if it was in for weeks at a time, it might work quite well, because it actually gets better the longer it's in there. Finally, when I run out of this, if I can't, the one problem about Happy Campers is it's not available everywhere, you know. Usually you have to order it off Amazon or find it at certain RV stores. Will carry it, but not too many. They usually like to carry all those Camco and, you know, all the industry standard ones. But if I'm in a pinch, I usually can pick this stuff up at Walmart called Walex. And it's just a pouch with powder inside, a blue powder, and you just chuck it in. And I find in a pinch that works pretty well. So there you go. Those are my favorite ways to go as far as the tank treatments. If you have any that you like, leave a comment below, and we can all learn and share from each other. See if there's any if you have any tips or tricks that you use. Any home-brewed concoctions, I'm always willing to give things a try. But like I say, Happy Campers has been the best for me. I buy it in this big bucket here. I think it's a 64 treatment bucket. Lasts me pretty well a year. And that thing goes, it works out to about $1 a treatment, so you can't really go wrong with that. That's pretty inexpensive. Anyway, until next time, Ray from loveyourrv.com. I'll go back to watching them birds. Cheers, everyone.